EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Bisons of Austin. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on Sunday night primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Green. Coming. Bus. Deuce. Two.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Hey. Whoa. Hey. Come on. Hey.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Murray off play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Levante David. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look.
Easy. Come on.
They're going for it. It's Murray. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point attempt to come here. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Bison's nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Okay.
Now
ready?
it's 2nd and 10.
Rig.
To throw, here's Ward. His throw incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check smash. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Here's Ward. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and 6.
Ace. Boss. That's one. 2.
Murray now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Panther first down.
On the give, here comes Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run again with Jackson. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Now a give, it's Jackson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey.
To throw, it's Murray. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Swim. Big ass open, big ass open. Omaha.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bison's nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. 70, Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Trap 60, 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete here.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. Warriors 70.
Throwing is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That's good for an Austin first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
70 Rangers.
Throwing now, Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Panthers 60, Cowboy 80.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Ward. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bisons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
In motion here is Witten. On play action, it's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do your offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready, right?
To throw is Ward. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Rig alert, rig alert. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos, Buffalo 18. Let go.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 type, 9 Warriors, 70.
Ward again.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Hurt. Street. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Hold on. Push. Deuce.
In motion right, that's Harrison. Second down, another carry for Jackson. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Omaha. Buzz.
Murray going to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Cup 19. Rig alert. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
Throwing to start the drive. Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10.
Trap 60. Come on. Hit. Mike.
Looking to throw. Ward. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Lions. Panther 11. 65 catch. Rig. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
From the gun, here's Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run with Jackson. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Bison's 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive. Because then you get
there he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Bisons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Let's get this point.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And they Tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Panthers 28, Bison's 19. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Taken down right
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Go. Omar. Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Seven Pirates.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. 70 Ranger. Go.
2nd and 6. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Cowboy 80. Hurt. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther Dragon 60.
From the gun on third down, Ward.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Jameer Gibbs.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
Butker's kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Green.
Now Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's taken in by Palmer.
Murray's pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Murray changing the play.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Biggest. Omaha. Hey, Larry.
Murray now.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Jackson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
That was Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the third quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Bisons have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
They'll start here with Jackson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Palmer going in motion right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Hey, man, 77, hurt. 7 Pirates.
To throw, here's Ward.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Trap 60. Panther 11.
Here's Ward.
He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
A big loss on
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. 154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Omaha. Big Ace, what you got?
There's Murray. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
2-2. Hey, shit. Hey. 2-2. Hot. Hey. Omaha.
Now Murray's got to have this one. This little short throw to Witten. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tries barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. In motion right, that's Harrison. 2nd down, another carry for Jackson.
Jackson again, the ball carrier. Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
On the run, this is Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
Green. Watch the bullet, watch the bullet. Empty. Hey.
Murray to throw.
Oh, my goodness. They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Austin,
they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.